We are still here at Sign and Digital UK. I'm here with my good friend Izabella. Hiya.
Hi, okay.
Yeah, good. You've come to the show today. You'll be speaking later, which we'll talk about in a minute. But we're, as I said, here on day 2 of the show. You are a recruitment whiz in specialising in this industry.
Thank you, yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit about what things are like at the moment and the recruitment landscape in this space? What are you seeing?
Well, it is quite interesting, I think. I'm going to start with talking pre-COVID a bit because things have changed massively. So with pre-COVID, I think there was a balance with regards to the opportunities and the people looking for jobs and the people skilled in this industry. Now, obviously, when COVID happened, that completely changed. There were no opportunities. Now, I think we're just going through a very strange period of time where there's a lot of opportunities. However, we are encountering a lack of skills in this industry. So from a recruitment perspective, it's quite an interesting time for me to be working in recruitment because I work with a lot of people, with a lot of great companies in this industry that specialise, manufacturers, installers in the industry. However, we are struggling to find the right people. Some of them tend to kind of branch out outside of the industry and try to look for people that can come into the industry and look for transferable skills. However, when it comes to the more hands-on production side, it can be quite difficult to find people from the outside.
Interesting. So probably a good time for people to be kind of leveling up on their skills and sharpening it, because the opportunities, it sounds like, are there, but perhaps a bit of trouble matching them up with the right people. And as you say, that means some people are going to be leaving the industry as well, and not enough skilled people coming in.
Yeah, well, like you said, a lot of people, for example, I'm going back to COVID, but during COVID, a lot of people have left the industry, especially when it comes to the installation side, because you had a lot of installers that were working freelance and there was actually no work, so they actually left the industry. But yeah, I think what I think would be a good solution would be investing more in training and development by these manufacturers, by these signage and graphics businesses, but also being more flexible with regards to skills. It is great and I understand why everyone wants to have someone to jump in the role as quick as possible, but that is just becoming more and more difficult today. So maybe being more flexible and looking for transferable skills could be something to look at.
You and I have talked before about the landscape of recruitment during COVID, how it looks now, how it looked before. It leads us on to one of your other hats, which is a co-founder of Women in Science and Graphics.
Yeah.
Again, such an important area in terms of making sure women know that they've got these opportunities and they have the right skills. Talk a little bit about Women in Science and Graphics and why you feel like there's the need for that in the industry.
So it was co-founded by myself and Winterbottom in 2019. The reason I felt it was important to have these conversations is because working in recruitment, I deal a lot with clients and candidates, both sides of the spectrum. And what I tend to find, they are mostly men. It's not something that, my clients are asking me or something that I'm looking at just to dealing with men, but unfortunately that is the case because we are lacking women in this industry. So that's why we thought it was important to have these conversations. It's important to promote, encourage women in the industry. Ideally, we would like to get even more women involved in the production side as well, more involved in other areas like sales, client services. So this platform is just basically trying to give a voice to women in this industry and trying to get them involved and maybe looking at how to encourage other women from outside the industry to join this industry, or at least to be interested in this industry.
Absolutely, such an important cause, really, and so many great opportunities if women are just able to be matched up with them and know about them. And you're going to be speaking on the stage today with Sarah. What are you going to be talking about? You're just going to be asking questions to Sarah. How are you going to format it?
We've got a panel, so we've got 3 guests joining us on our panel, and we've gone a bit of a different direction because we've actually got an all-male panel. The reason we've decided to do this is because as we've spoken about many times, this industry is being led by men, and it is very important to have men on our side and have their support, and encouraging women into the industry. So we're going to have a panel talking about how women have progressed throughout the industry, throughout the years. We're going to be discussing training, development. So I think we're looking forward to it, and hopefully it will be an interesting conversation.
Absolutely, I'm really looking forward to it as well. And I think it's so great. That's been something that's been core to what you guys have been doing from the beginning. Is you need to involve men and everybody in the industry in this discussion, because it benefits everybody to make sure that the workforce in your company and in the industry is as strong as it can be and as diverse. So really important. I'm really looking forward to that conversation.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're trying to do. By starting a group that is called Women Science and Graphics, we're not trying to do women on one side, men on the other side. That's why we're trying to get men involved, and we think it's important to work together.
Fantastic. And how can people work with you and find out how to work with you to recruit or be recruited?
So the best way, I think I tend to be quite active on LinkedIn, so people can get in touch with me over LinkedIn, or they can send me an email to isabella@invltd.co.uk, or get onto my website, which is invltd.co.uk, and hopefully I'm able to help as many people as possible to find the right opportunity for them.
Absolutely. People can also visit womeninscienceandgraphics.co.uk.
Yes, we've got a womenscienceandgraphics.co.uk website as well that they can visit.
And also the LinkedIn group. Join the LinkedIn group as well.
Yeah, there's a LinkedIn group, and that's where we're trying to share information, trying to get a conversation going, trying to get people involved as soon as possible. We've done different partnerships in the past with Make It Happen. We're trying to... Printing charity, of course. We're trying to work on future partnerships as well.
Fantastic. And if you are in the industry, you're interested in being a partner, please do get involved with Women in Science and Graphics. There's no reason why you shouldn't. It's so important. Izzy, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Lovely to see you too.